Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards. Made some non-sports moves. GPK sketch fans, where you at? If you found me by searching Garbage Pail Kids sketch cards, this is the video for you. If you're a regular follower and we're hoping to see some sports cards content, this is not the video for you. But I searched up sketch cards, Garbage Pail Kids sketch cards the other day, and I made a video a few years ago. But other than that, just showing off my collection. You can find it in my channel feed. But other than that, there's not much out there. So I'm hoping this lands for some people who are starved for Garbage Pail Kids sketch cards content. This will be a fresh new video for you. I want to tell you about a trade that I made that will make total sense, and you'll realize it's a pretty big trade if you are in the Garbage Pail Kids sketch market or just the Garbage Pail Kids market in general. But let's get right to it. So if you are in the Garbage Pail Kids fandom, kingdom, universe, then you know what these are. These are the, make sure this is focused, these are the Topps Trashy Treasures. Little figurines that Topps created. They did the entire first series of Garbage Pail Kids. There was a total print run of 500 for each character. Well, I I had the silver Atom Bomb, and I got it. I ordered a few of these from Topps, but I didn't pull the silver. I bought the silver on eBay right when these first came out, and these were very, very, very hot right when they came out. I mean, the Atom Bombs sold out within like an hour, maybe less. Obviously, he's the most popular character. So I had that silver on eBay for, shoot, man, almost 2 years probably. And I would get some interest in it. I had it priced pretty high, but I wouldn't get anything that I felt was worth entertaining, or moving it for. Then I had a friend of mine reach out, a guy that I know from some Garbage Pail Facebook groups. And he said, hey, would you want to look at possibly trading? I'm interested in that silver Trashy Treasures Atom Bomb. And I'll show you what the Trashy Treasures looked like. Here it is here. You can see it's very, it's like totally chromed out. It's very cool. There's a picture of the front. Here's a picture of how it came with a card. Here's the box, and there's the figurine in plastic. But these were limited to 5, and I had one of them. So really rare, and for your very hardcore Garbage Pail Kids collector, it's a really cool item. And this person I traded with is very hardcore. Like, I think that's all he collects is Garbage Pail Kids stuff. Anyway, so I start looking. He starts sending me over sketch cards that he would be interested in trading me for my silver Atom Bomb. And I'll take you through what he sent over. So he sent this over, this black and white Chris Meeks. It's a cool card, but it's black and white. Whenever you would do a deal, okay, and somebody wants to trade you for something, the first few things you're going to see, especially if you're blindly trading. And what I mean by that is they want something of yours, and you're going to see what they offer you, right? And normally this is done online, because if you're there in person and you can see someone showcase or their Zion case or whatever, you can see what they have, and you can kind of just pick and choose what you want right there. But if you're online, you're at the mercy of them showing you what they want to show you. So usually it's going to start out pretty thin. They're going to hold their better stuff and just see, and they're going to test you and see if you'd bite on some mid stuff, which I don't blame. I'd probably, take the same route. But he sent me that. He sent me this Chendu's, cool sketch, but nothing I was going to entertain moving my silver. Sorry, that wasn't Chendu's. Yeah, it was. That was Chendu's. Nothing I was going to entertain moving my silver Trashy Treasure for. Here's another Chendu's. Pretty colorful. Not a great sketch in my opinion. Here's a Steve Potter. Another meh sketch. And I basically was telling him, here's a Berry Enigma. Cool colors, but just none of these are inspiring sketches, right? I mean, they're nice. Don't get me wrong. This one's pretty cool. but the hands are really weird. Now, Garbage Pail Kids' hands are supposed to look a lot like the Cotton Patch dolls, the Cotton Patch Kid dolls. So they're supposed to be puffy with short fingers, but I don't know, where he's holding up the peace sign, these two fingers look like toes to me. I just bothers me. So, but nonetheless, this is not a sketch that I would have even entertained. And then this artist, Dabila, is normally like, I could show you some sketches I have of Dave Dabila that are just wow. But this one it's like he just hurried. Even his Rush sketches are pretty decent, but this wasn't one I was halfway interested in either. Then he started breaking out some of the better stuff. He offered me this Chris Meeks Alien sketch, but for some reason this didn't do it for me either. Now he did send me 4. I ended up trading for 4 sketches, and they're all under here, and I'll show them to you because the mail day just happened yesterday. But this is a cool one. A lot of people might pick this one over the one I ended up picking. There were 2 Meeks that I had to choose from, but I don't know, for some reason this just looks silly to me, and yeah, so I didn't go with that. And then here is one that was hard to pass up, but I ultimately did. This is a John Cebollero, and John Cebollero only worked on a few sets, and he does all acrylic paints, and you can't get his stuff anymore. He doesn't commission anymore. You can't find his color sketches, and when you do, they're like upwards of $500 to $800 to $900 and up. He's one of the top sketch artists. And so when he sent me this, I knew that I was going to make a deal. I knew that he was starting to get into some of his better stuff, and he realized he wasn't going to be able to just. First, he offered me a couple sketches from the ones that I showed you, and I said, I just want one. I want one sketch that's going to wow me, and that's when he started breaking into his better stuff. And so, yeah. So, what the trade ended up being was, I traded him my silver. I traded him a red, a green, and a black. Again, the silvers were out of 5, black was out of 20. The red was out of, I think the reds were out of 100 and the greens were out of 50, but it could be reversed. I can't remember. But they were all essentially like this. They just had different color outfits, right? And so I'll show you what I ended up getting. First of all, I guess let me start with can you see that? Hopefully not. Okay. This was just one that I picked up. Where's the? Make sure that, okay. This was just one I picked up off of eBay. Really cheap. I think it was $30, maybe a week or 2 ago. And this is a Chindu sketch. I like this because it's really clean. I like the real clean black and whites, and you can get them really cheap sometimes. But I have a little stash of black and white sketches, really clean like this, that I've been collecting. And then he tried to throw these in as a potential trade bait, or he tried to like offer them as trade bait at first. These are just custom. It says bootleg as FUCK there. That tells you they're still cool, right? I mean, they're still pretty neat. They're parallels of the Trump time. Let me pull one out and see. I haven't even really seen how. Oh yeah, these aren't even on cardstock. These are like flimsy little stickers. So these are just like, he ultimately just ended up throwing these in for fun, which is about where they should be. There's no value in these. I mean, they're cool, but there's no like resale value in these. But that's pretty cool. Here's another one. Whatever. Let me start with the first sketch that I picked. So this is a Jason Crosby Pano sketch of Brainy Janie. And of course, Jason Crosby is, not only somebody I collect, but a friend. And I'm just in love with all his art. So I asked him, he asked me what 2 artists I like. And I told him, do you have any Crosbys or Meeks? And he sent me this. And he sent me this black and white Meeks. That was his first offer. And I'm like, nah, as much as I like both of those artists, and as much as I like this, I'm going to need like one banger, right? And then he kind of went up from there. Um, that's when he showed me this one. And that's kind of when I knew we were going to get a deal done, when he showed me this. This Cebollero is nasty. Look at that thing. I don't know if it's really picking up on the camera, but it is gorgeous. The colors pop. It's so clean. There's a little fish right there, little can right there. I mean, everything is gorgeous. This is one of the sketch cards that you'll never find. These are tucked away in collections, and they rarely come out. And ultimately, this is what this person had to break out in order for me to move my silver. Essentially, I traded the silver for this. It was kind of an even swap, and then, but I had a little meat on the bone coming back my way, meaning he owed me a little more than this for the silver. But I said, hey, do you want to just get the other three that you don't have, which was the red, the green, and the black? And he's like, yeah, let's look at it. So I showed you the alien sketch. I'll show you one more time what that looks like. So this is a Dabila sketch, and this is one of the alien sketches that I already own. And I like this. It's Alien versus Predator. And the reason I'm showing you this is just to show you sort of how this character can be done in a cleaner way. To me, the Meeks alien looks a little jumbled and a little messy. I love this right here. It's silly, but it's very clean. I like really clean and smooth. The Meeks is just kind of a little, I know it bleeds a little bit, if you can see what I mean. So instead of that Meeks, I chose this Meeks right here. And I love this one. This is just super cool. Clean, very clean. The lines are very clean. It's very smooth. You can see the trees are nice. The slide is a nice touch. There's a chain link fence that you can actually see the chain links in. You see some rocks and dirt being kicked up. The dress, the white and blue lines of the dress are just done so well. The hair, the detail in the hair. Here is Schizophrenic is this character's name. But here is to give you a sense of sort of how Topps interpreted these trashy treasures. Here is an example of this card or this character in a card and in a trashy treasure. So pretty cool there. And then finally, I chose this one. This is by Dan BW. Now, Dan BW is an English artist, and he doesn't do any. He doesn't work for Topps anymore. He doesn't do any more sketches. And while his stuff is not as high end as a Meeks or a Cebollero, it's still pretty high end. And the fact that he's not, creating more makes this kind of a more unique item. Especially his color stuff. His color stuff can be harder to find. So, yeah, essentially it was the Dan, it was the Chris Meeks, it was the gorgeous John Cebollero, and it was the let me see if I can do it this way. It was the Jason Crosby. Let me get all this in here. And it was the Jason Crosby panel. So I traded a silver, a black, a red, and a green Atom Bomb Trashy Treasures for this. How do you think I did? I mean, like I said before, this is deep into collections. Essentially, so is a card like this, although you might see this from time to time, but it will be high dollar. Crosby, I just love, and his stuff is so clean. And the same for Dan BW. Tell me how you think I did. Thanks for checking out my video. I'll have more sports card content for you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye.